only a few years later, Before Sunset, the second of that was kind of a real time. So I don't know, that's something like purely cinematic in my mind, just capturing reality. You know, and cinema does that well, but it sounds really boring. You have to really make what you're doing somehow compelling and seem natural, but it takes a lot of rehearsal, a lot of structure and work goes into that, I think. But it's a big challenge. You're kind of painted in a corner by definition from the very beginning. You can't cut much. You can't cut a scene. You can't move things around. It all has to work. That's why we rehearse a lot, and we kind of get it to work. I feel like, you know, in pre-production and on weekends and up to the moment of shooting, it's always kind of in process, but it's pretty exhilarating.
I've said, Rick certainly said this before, because one of my favorite moments working, we were doing a Q&A for Boyhood, and it was right in that, the movie was kind of becoming successful, and they moved it from the little theater, one of these megaplexes, you know, to the bigger theater. And they'd actually kicked out Planet of the Apes to play Boyhood. And we were doing a Q&A like this afterwards, and there's a scene in the movie where I skip a stone. I get several good skips on it. And somebody raised their hand and said, "How did you get the stone to skip that many times?" And I remember thinking, wow, one day ago, there was a Planet of the Apes, and Rick has got people impressed with stone skipping. And this is what I love about his movies. It's just an interest in actual life. It doesn't need to be hyperbolized. Our actual existence is thrilling and miraculous, and our actual conversations, our actual love affairs, and our actual friendships are revelatory and enough to make cinema out of. And he does a weird trick of getting you interested in it.
Absolutely.